Hey, what's up? Let's look at multiplying polynomials. Let's use the distribution method, okay? So distribution, you multiply times everything in the other parentheses. This is how that would look. So I take the 8n and I'm going to multiply it first. So 8n times 6n, that's 48n squared. 8n times -3 is -24n. And I've multiplied 8n times everything in the other parentheses, okay? So then I take the 1, the positive 1, and I'm going to multiply that times everything, right? So 1 times 6n is positive 6n, and I'm going to create a little bit of a stack here, just to help my brain. 1 times -3 is -3. And then you can just combine here, right? 48n squared. -24n plus 6n is -18n, and then we have our -3. That would be it. Okay, and I like doing the stack because it makes it real clear that, hey, those are liked terms. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, 7x minus 6 times 5x plus 6. We're going to start with 7x times 5x. That's 35x squared. X times x, make sure you change the exponent. 7x times 6 is positive 42x. I'm done with the 7x. It's been multiplied times everything. Okay. Now we do -6 times the other parentheses. Do not multiply within the parentheses. Okay. So -6 times 5x is -30x. So I'm stacking. -6 times 6 is -36. Mind your signs. And now we can go ahead and combine. So we have 35x squared. 42x minus 30x is positive 12x. And then we have the -36. And we're done. Okay. We have 4p minus 1 squared. Remember that squared is telling me 4p minus 1 times itself. It tells me how many of those I have to multiply together. Okay. All right, so let's set that up. 4p minus 1 is 4p minus 1, and we're using distribution. And just stay nice and organized. 4p first times the other parentheses. 4p times 4p is 16p squared. 4p times -1, mind your sign, is -4p. Done with the negative, with the 4p. Okay, now I go to the other one. -1, watch the sign. -1 times 4p is -4p. -1 times -1 is +1. And then you can combine, okay? 16p squared. -4p minus 4p is -8p. And then we have the +1. All right, let's try one more. Here we go. Okay, same process, no matter how big the polynomials get. Okay, so distribution. We're going to do the 4a times everything in the other parentheses. So 4a times 6a squared is 24a. A times a squared, this is now a cubed. 4a times -a is -4a squared. A times a. 4a times 2 is positive 8a. Okay, I've multiplied 4a times everything. Now it's time for positive 2 times 6a squared. That's going to be 12a squared, positive. 2 times -a is -2a. 2 times positive 2 is positive 4. And now we can combine like terms and have our answer. So 24a cubed, -4a squared plus 12a squared is going to be positive 8a squared. 8a minus 2a is positive 6a. And then I have plus 4. That's the product when I multiply those two polynomials. That's the distribution method.